yo, it is indeed on. Sean, welcome, mate, welcome. What's happening, guys? We got levels, and we've got visuals, we've got levels, and we've got everything we need to make a funk session. We've certainly got the right guitar today. Hey, Michael, good afternoon, Sean. Welcome, guys. Lovely to see you. Mr. Siglet in the house as well. Man, who doesn't like some sultry, funky vibes? Well, I don't know how sultry it's going to be actually, but hey, before we get into all that, have we got good levels? We've got audio. That's very important because there ain't going to be no funk unless we've got some of that going on. Let me know, and we will continue. Actually, you know what? I've got a beat ready, but I thought we might audio. Okay, let me get that mic up. I have been fiddling around the last day or so. So check. How's that? Is that a little bit better? How's that for a mic adjustment on the fly? I mean, it's no easy task grabbing that fader and boosting it up a little bit. Much better. All right. Yeah, I tell you what I have been doing a lot recently, and that is plugging direct into the audio interface and leaving this side of the room like completely intact, aka the stream side. Better, lovely, glad to hear it, guys, thank you. And so what I've been doing is like all the other spare inputs on the channels on the audio interface, I've been plugging pedals in because we've been tracking solos and guitar parts for the new record. And when I'm in that zone and in that sort of mindset, I'm literally like reaching under the desk. And unfortunately, I have the 8 inputs on the audio interface. It's not rack mounted, it's on its side, kind of squashed under the desk. So I kind of go under the desk and I reach under my desk and grab some random knobs is what I'm saying. But it's all right. Usually I grab the right knob and get the level correct. Hello, what a good name session today. Yeah, we're going to be funking it up a little bit. At least I hope I typed funk. I was in a little bit of a rush typing that. So, hey J Bal, what's up, mate? Nice live indeed. Good to have you here, mate even. Yeah, so I've got some funk stuff coming up. Well, I've got an idea for a funk track, and I'd really love the input of you guys, from you guys today, on what effects really, to you, just take like a funk thing, a funk part or a funk riff and kind of push it to that next level of funk. Is it auto wah? Is it a wah itself? Maybe it's a phaser, a chorus, a really, really tight echo, slapback echo. So I thought we'd explore some of those things. I'd make some notes, and hopefully you guys can give me some good feedback on what indeed is funky or the funkiest. So I wonder if we should actually, a funk diddle, that is a perfect name for this live. So the guitar that I have here is a Kiesel Delos, right? And I mean, every time I pick up this guitar, you always hear me say, I'm like, oh, love playing this guitar because it's got the Fishman Fluence HSS. And this is one that, well, actually, this is the only Fishman Fluence set I have in this configuration, and I absolutely love it. So this is the default tone that I have already. Really kind of, you can dig into it. It's got a lot of compression. Loving your signature pickups. What? Loving your signature. Oh, I can't get them anyway. I need them, please. Oh, we will make them available. Yes, I promise. I promise, Jay. Thank you. Yes, a lot of people are requesting those. A lot of people want to see them. A lot of people want to buy them. We'll make it happen. The Fishman gods. Maybe he's the behind the curtain over there. Behind the screen. I mean, already, that's actually a tight, clean sound. Sean, it's going to be one of those days. I'm in one of those moods. You guys, that join me regular here on the Fishman channels know very well, but if you're joining us for the first time, this guitar is configured with a HSS with a 5-way super switch. So we've got some really nice sort of split tones. Really cool. Love that second split position as well. And this is my default, take your money. And this is my default clean with no reverb and delay. It's like really, really tight, lots of compression via that Bogner Harlow. I'm using the Quad Cortex for all of the amp sims, but today we can dial it all back. We can turn the amps off. We can do whatever you like and kind of build some funk up together. Does that setup have a push-pull? No, oh yeah, it does. Because this guitar, that's a really good question. Usually when we have 5-way super switches, we don't need the push-pull on the tone, but in this instance, it is used and it does something really, really cool. It does this. I can basically push-pull the volume, and what that does is it turns the humbucker into a single coil. Single coil, push it in. Really cool. Pull it out, it's a single coil. So cool, I love that. It is, and we still have the secondary voices for the humbucker. It's so versatile. It is exactly that. The most versatile guitar in the collection, I'm sure. Super versatile. So we have all these different sounds available from this guitar. And that's why every time I pick it up, I'm like, it's like, you really pick up a guitar and instantly you start getting all these ideas and stuff like that. Really, really cool. But do you think, I mean, I have a beat here. You guys want to choose a key? Maybe I'll grab a bass. We'll just lay a little bass part down and then we'll start dialing in some hyperfunk sounds. I've got my pen and paper ready, so I'm going to be needing some suggestions from you guys today. And I have a big bottle of water. Cheers to everybody. Key of G. All right, that's a good funk key. Nothing wrong with G. G never did any harm to anybody. I like it. Good suggestion. Let me grab a bass real quick. We'll just put a simple bass line down. I hope it'll be simple. Well, actually, I'm a simple bassist, so we don't have a choice. Let's take this. Unplug it. Unplug it. Well, you know what's good about this? You were going to say E, but G is great. Well, I saw the chat of relative major minor, so you guys both win because E minor's relative major, is G major, eh? JB switching over to Twitch. JB wants that fast Twitch action. So there we go. You both win today. That's what we should have. Random pop quizzes. You win a prize. You get it right. Every time I put this cable, oh, it's a big cable, but it's staying today. Yeah, so relative major and minor, very simple concept. I have a very easy solution. If you're not sure, oh, guitars, basses going everywhere. If you're unsure about the easy way. That's such a nice guitar, MC. It is, I love that guitar. We're gonna be using it for pretty much all of today. Let's get this bass cleaned up. Last time we used this bass, we were doing some stuff on Shred Club on my Twitch channel. If you guys don't follow me over on Twitch, check it out. We do some crazy, silly stuff over there. Lots of jams, lots of notes. It's good fun. I'll be live later today, actually. Obviously, it's totally free. Come out, hang out with us. It's on twitch.tv/McRocklin. All right, so here's a real simple hack. Lunchtime funk, indeed, Joel. Yes. If I had time, I'd bust the Fret King Corona Fluence. Oof. Oh, you've got the SSS set, man. Oof. Well, have a nice break. Get back to work. Finish the day strong. And yeah, we'll have to see that. On the Discord, we have a gear discussion section where all of you guys can submit pictures of your gear, your guitars, There's a lot of Fishman chat over there as well. So the link is down below actually for that if you want to come join us over there. Totally free. Great guitar community. So we need the bass sound. Oh, okay. That's my Friedman sound. We don't want that. We don't want all the gain. We wanna. I'll do. Real quick, working out relative major, minor. This is the easy way if you're a bit unsure and you've never fathomed this simple concept before. If we are an A minor, I have all the Fishman models because of you. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, mate. You have a rather... I know you have a lot of tasty guitars, I tell you that, but wow, that's quite the compliment. But hey, tasty pickups, tasty guitars. Hopefully one day I'll get to try all those guitars in person. Oof, that'll be fun. So if you're an A minor, play 3 notes in the minor scale, and we land on C. Hey, that's your relative major. Simple. That's it. If we were on D major, go down 3 notes in the major scale. We land on B. Hey, that's your relative minor. That's a simple way of understanding the relationship. It's the same notes, exactly the same notes. We can call it major, we can call it minor, but it's the same notes, and that's how you'd figure out in a very, very easy way what the relative major or minor is. Super simple. You're in minor, play 3 notes, you land on the 3rd note, and that's your relative major. So it's a lot easier than people believe. It's very easy to run around in circles, driving yourself absolutely mad on such a thing, but it's not too bad. So we're going to play in G, but I'm going to make it G major, which is technically E minor, and that means we can play some E. Art, I will definitely answer that question. That's a good question. Keep those pickup questions coming in. Check. Now I have my my Mac. I can show you the Mac today, but I seem to be recording my mic. We don't want to record the mic. We definitely don't want to be recording the mic. What are we recording? Lapel mic? Going to audio. Okay, I got it. So lapel mic does not need to be going there. We'll send the lapel mic to the master and turn that down. Check. You still hear me okay? Check. Okay, now we can record. Check. And not. Yeah, you can still hear it. Okay, hey, let's just go for it. Arm that sucker up. Get it ready. Okay. Put it on auto mode. There we go. It's good. All right, that's working. Go to my pick. I want a little bit more attack. Pick hybrid picking. I'm gonna turn my mic off for a sec while I track. I feel like it's about to feed back. Check. That'll do us, right? Okie dokie, so turn that mic down a smidge. There we go. We can get rid of the bass now. Whilst we're doing that, let's check it out. What have we got here? Right. McRocklin, do you mostly have Fishman Fluence pickups on your Kiesels? Don't the stock ones suffice? I would appreciate some Tosin Abalsi signatures on my DCM8 when I order it. I mean, listen, the thing is pretty much any of the top 5 pickup manufacturers these days are going to do a good job. You know, there's very few bad pickup manufacturers out there, and Kiesel themselves do some very good pickups. There's some guitars which are only able to take passive guitars because they're quite small. There's no way I can put a battery in them, and in that instance, yeah, I'm happy to keep the pickups. Kiesel, there's certainly nothing wrong with them, and I don't actively then go out and looking for other passive pickups. But the Fishman Fluence technology and tone and feel and response has become such a big part of my sound and playing. The splits alone are like uncomparable to any other split. If you listen to the classics, the Tosin and my set of pickups and stuff like that, I've never heard a split as good as those on any other pickup. And you know, obviously people might have a different appreciation for a different type of split, but for my ears, my type of playing, those really sparkly HD splits, and then those kind of really sort of chewy lead lines and sort of rhythm things, the Fishman Fluence just works really, really well for me. And the other thing that I love about Fishman Fluence is when I'm recording in front of lots of gear, computers, pedals. I mean, gear, sometimes, you know what it's like, we're grabbing cables and overdrives and there's stuff everywhere. And it's always super quiet. It's not like, I remember back in the day recording and you'd literally turn around and it's going zzz, 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 you know, and you're trying to find that quiet spot and then you end up like 10 feet away from the computer because that's like passive pickups and other pickups. They're picking up all this noise. And with Fishman Fluence, I don't get any of that, you know. My first big experience of that was when I was playing on different stages on the Dragon Force tour. And I suddenly realized that, hey, I'm walking around the stage in front of stage monitors and other things, and obviously we'll get feedback because that's a natural reaction thing to a lot of audio, but I wasn't getting any weird buzzing or noises that I remember in the past that I'll get, you know, especially going on splits and all that stuff. It was like, it was so good because none of that buzz stuff was there. It was amazing. So there's lots of benefits to the Fishman Fluence, but those are some of the things that stand out to me. Hey, Chili, yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this, mate. I'm sorry. Okay, Brett's asking, what's the question? Where is it? There we go. I want to replace the stock pickups in my Gibson Studio or the open core hotter than the stock 498T, 490R. Whilst I don't know what the 490T, 498Ts, 490Rs are like, the classics actually are not a high output pickup, you know, and in actual fact, a lot of Fishman Fluence also is not a high output pickup, which I love because that way we get all of the dynamics in the world, you know, you can chug, you can riff, you can really dial the volume pot back, and you get lovely dynamics. Hey Troll, I'm gonna get rid of this guitar because you guys are gonna like keep going like, what the hell is he playing? What's wrong with this man? That's 4 strings, that's 4 strings. So I would say putting some classics, open core especially, in the Gibson is a great shout. And I think it will also make it quite a bit more versatile because you'll also be able to get those lovely splits. So you'll be able to get those nice jangly sounds out of your Fishman, out of your Gibson that you might otherwise not be able to have. So I think that would be a really cool combination. I would love to hear that. I've seen people do it. I think Matt Heafy does that as well, I'm sure. But I haven't heard too much of it like isolated, but I can imagine it's very versatile. Hey, this song deserves another one amongst the dust. Very true. All right, so I think we've caught up a little bit on Fishman questions there, but if you have any more, these really good questions, and this is a great opportunity to fire those questions that I might be able to answer, you know, and if I can't answer, well, I ain't gonna give you guys some BS, you know, you're gonna hear it exactly how it is from me. There we go. Matt is incredible. Lovely guy, great player, such a cool guy. All right, we're back on it. Let's get back to that sound. All right, so I haven't played over this, so I don't. seems like it works. That loops and works fine, right? Turn that one in, put that on record, so. Sitting at home having a COVID test, oh, is he? Hope you're feeling all right, buddy. So, whilst it might be like straight away, like I'm thinking like funk, wah, I like that a lot, but I know I also have like quite a big chorus on there, so do you guys like super dry tones when you do funk stuff, or do you like that really wide chorus? There's a chorus that I really like. That was actually a flange there in the quad cortex. It has this really, really cool algorithm. It's called flangery or something like that, but it doesn't do the sort of typical like an airplane sound, like a flange. But that's totally dry there. But there is this really cool plugin that I love to use by Eventide, and I think some of you guys will spot this straight away. It's the tri chorus, and it's instantly just wide. If you listen in stereo now, as soon as I drop this on, use chorus on everything. Chorus, yeah, I mean, listen to this chorus. It's such a good chorus, man. Yeah, really cool. One of my favorite choruses in the whole world. That it's just like instantly, boosh, and that's like the default preset. There's nothing done on it. So now stay tuned, because we're gonna be doing some really cool stuff with Eventide. We have all these pedals coming in hardware, so we'll do some fun stuff. You like that? It sounds too harmonized. Yeah. Well, the thing is. Oh yeah, that's true, Chili. There's a YouTube video, I believe. Yeah, the spring reverb. Chili, that's such a... Yeah, we did that recently. Good memory, mate. Good memory, that. So that is the thing, is the difference between a good chorus, a bad chorus, an amazing chorus is... I don't know if... It's massive. It's really big, right? It's really, really big. And a bad chorus, it's my worst effect. But a great chorus like this, it just sits, and especially with clean stuff like this. This is what I use a lot on the Zeus acoustic to make it kind of really dreamy and wide. Such a good sound. So you like that? Yes. Yeah. I wonder. Yeah. I'm glad I'm not alone on that because I've seen it and heard it so many times. There's actually a really cool little pedal. Oh, I think it might be on my pedal board. It's a great little subtle chorus. It's one of my favorite analog chorus pedals. I'll rip it off the board. I think it's around here somewhere. It's part of the Ibanez mini series. Oh, Velcro. Oh, it's a bit dusty because it's been on the floor here, but if we just like want a simple mono pedal, this is a lovely little mono chorus. It's got a great sound. I first saw the guys from Chon using this chorus, and I really liked how it sounded. And I was like, man, let's get some of those little minis on the go. And it's not too like wishy-washy, all of that stuff. Just really, really nice sound. Let's make a new black metal band with blast beat and a chorus riff. Can you imagine that? But yeah, I like that chorus a lot. But it is mono, and every time I like chorus, I like sort of wide things. So we have a chorus sound. Personally, I mean, do you guys like wah versus auto wah? That's the thing. With an auto wah, it is kind of what it is. So it's like if I drop like a filter on the guitar here, we can set Ableton to do like an auto wah. Filter. Just stick with the internal stuff. Filter, auto filter. You can see here. So that is on LFO. We don't want it. We don't want that. We want non-LFO. We want the envelope. You can hear better than Facebook. Oh, Facebook might be yeah, it might be getting compressed over there. See if we can get a bit of grit into that. Doing that typical wow. And I don't want it to be like auto as well. I want it to kind of swell. Oh, there we go. That's more like a so I guess that's a totally different sound compared to like using the Dunlop wah, you know. With the Dunlop wah, especially that auto wah, it's so much easier to do like those sort of 16th notes. But you do have to have your drum technique, you know, like where you, as if you're doing like blast beats. Wah 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 wah. You stream on Facebook now? No, I personally don't. Only when we stream with Fishman. Yeah. I like to be in control of the wah, but there's something to be said of not having to manage it elsewhere. Yeah, I mean, I think the thing is with the auto filter is, you know, some of those can sound pretty good, but exactly for the reasons that I just kind of discovered, like as I was playing, I realized that I don't just do this in time with like 4 on the floor, like up and down, and you know, I really kind of like to swell the wah when I want accents. Wow, wah. And then the 16s, wah, 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 wah. So that's something that you couldn't really do with an auto wah. So I guess I really appreciate having the extra speed control via the foot. So yeah, I think that immediately kind of takes out the auto wah auto filter. And even though you can get good pedals that do this type of auto filter, I think just for that control side of things, I think I would stick to a wah. I'm using the Dunlop wah, which is like auto off, which is really helpful. Because a lot of the time, when I do like the first beat of the bar, if there's no wah, and then on the chords, you need to hire a specially trained wah pressing person. I feel like I wouldn't trust anybody but my own foot, you know? Trust your own foot. Because, you know, you never know when you're going to put those accents, you know? Hey, you know what? I might just record this. I kind of like that vibe. And then define once the neural network will get trained. Yeah, that's a good shout. Step into my office. The neural network has been trained. You are fired. Alright, let's record that. See what happens. Oh, I don't like that chord. Let's go again. We'll stop it there. Let's play that back. Let's try lead sounds with the Fishman Fluence. Turn off that chorus because we don't want it on our lead. Yeah, some of those outside notes definitely might not work. We got auto engagement on there. There we go. Yeah, so personally, I think this particular sound is probably a little bit too saturated as a lead sound, but I just wanted to have a play over it and see how it rolls. That's a good. You like that tone? I think if we pull some of the gain off, that might work better. I think there is an overdrive on there. Oh, yeah, there was. Like for a Nightmare movie soundtrack. Oh, yeah. Halloween special. If you guys want to download this backing track that I've just put together here in the stream, I'll put it on the main front page, the general, before I delete this project and it's gone forever. I'll export like 32 bars of this backing track. I'll put it on the main Discord so you guys can download it, have a jam over it, see how it plays for you. Fun stuff, yeah. You guys you've got to download this now. Have fun over it. That's actually really nice to jam over it. All one take stuff, but hey, it's a bit rough. It's fun. Good stuff. I love that low gain shred sound. So that is the Victory amp that I captured recently with the Quad Cortex. But I've turned the overdrive off in front of it, hence why it's a little bit less gain. It's a little bit more kind of sounding Guthrie. Yeah, he's great with the low gain sound, right? Such a killer guitarist. Guthrie-ish, yeah. Nice articulation on the neck pickup, very clear with gain. I love it, Roland. Yeah, it's fantastic. It's Fishman fluence all over. It's really, really cool. Yeah. Okay, Issy's asking a question. Let's roll back the time. Have you heard that guitarists are allowed to produce only a certain amount of flace notes until the strings crawl to them in the night when they are asleep? That's why guitarists replace the strings. You see, you know I get very scared very easily, right? Scared. Very scared very easily. I can only watch the first 5 minutes of a horror movie and I'm gone. Under the blanket. Under the duvet. Yeah, I like that. So yeah, I will put that on the Discord links down below if you're on Facebook and YouTube. If not, McRocklin.com/Discord. Give it 10-15 minutes and I'll put that download there. And you guys can have a little funk jam yourselves. Do some soloing. I'll do a version with a bass, with a guitar, and then I'll knock the guitar off. And then you can do your own funk as well. There you go. Enjoy. So, how's everybody's week started off? Has it started off strong? Or you're like, oh no, it's Monday. Are you afraid of nightmares for real? You would never open a school for guitarists. Oh man. I tell you what, we've got some amazing guitarists and not just technically amazing, but amazing guys, which is far more important. So yeah, the school's great. Iranian work, oh mate. Yeah, I'll definitely keep you entertained for a little bit in the background, Sean. Like, either that or I'll drive you absolutely wild, like, oh no, not this guy again. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Mr. Fishman stood there right in the corner. He's looking at me, you know, from the side. Every time I look over there, he's like, he's got his arms folded. Get this guy out of here. You know what? Greg Howe is an amazing guitarist. Yeah, I used to really, really dig Greg Howe. Not that I don't continue to dig his playing. I just used to listen to him a lot back in the day. I need to check out more of his stuff because every time I hear him play, I'm like, oh man, guy's such a tasty player. Yeah, that's right. 224th McRocklin streams. Is it the 24th today? I hope it's not. No, it's the 20. Pardon me, 25th today. Okay, that's good. 25th today. Yeah. Unless you're in a different part of the world that's so far behind, it's the 24th. Oh, 24-hour stream. Oh, mate, sorry, 24-hour stream. Oh, could you imagine? I mean, I would be up for it. I'd have to bring a mattress into the stream room. Yeah, yeah, that could be, it could be very interesting. Or not. I don't know how people would do that. A legit 24-hour stream. Do you literally just catch 6 hours sleep? Just leave the cameras rolling? I'd have to give you guys some kind of control, wouldn't I? I'd have to give control. Like, give you guys a direct input into Ableton, and every so often, like, you'd start random songs and stuff, and I'd be like, oh, we're gonna play Distorted Dreams! You know, be like, oh. Play a track. Quickly. What is going on here then? That's there we go. That is right. To keep me awake. How we doing, Nick? You good? My setup is totally funky at the moment. because I've done some strange routing things. Let me show you. I've routed things everywhere. Just playing around with this today. This track needs to go to... Oof. We're using audio movers, so the guitarist. I'm gonna put that to the master. And I'm gonna put this one to tracks to master. Hey, Mr. 94, what's up? Does that sound really hot to you guys? Is it super loud now? Is it like too loud? Is it clipping or anything, or is it like not clipping? Sounds good? All right, let's try it. That's a lot of pitch. Somebody call a fiber break. It's all gone a bit nuts, hasn't it? Okay, that was my stress relief for the day. It's actually quite weird playing this guitar in some ways because it's set up with 10s, and that was awesome. It was a bit over the top, but fun. Yeah, it's an absolute blast. Yeah. Salute to the bridge for keeping in tune. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I give it some 5-note pulls. That's pretty in tune, considering like I was using the trem to get that bend up to the F sharp because it's a little bit tight to actually bend that on, for me, on 10 to 52s. So I was just using the trem, but of course, when you use the trem, obviously it's using a lot more force to get all of the notes up to the pitch. Really, really cool. I like how on the bridge pickup there, we had a little bit more kind of like gnarly bite and stuff like that. Can you do that tremolo picking? You know, I have no idea. Maybe I did a little bit of Van Halen style. I can't remember. I remember at one point I had the wrist up like Van Halen. It's not something I do a lot, but it's when I want that Eddie style. Let's try it. I think it was just like this. So basically, if you typically pick with your bridge covered with the this part of your hand, which I do all the time because that's how we get muted. This is a Kiesel hip shot bridge, yeah, exactly. So it's pretty damn versatile because we can get flutter. We can do full bombs. And it's great on tuning. And the top, it's locking tuners, so you can restring this guitar in like 60 seconds. Strings, boosh, straight through the body, ball ends get locked there. Lock it up here, snip it at the end. You are done. Very, very quick restrings on this one. No balls popping out here, Sean. Tremolo picking. This is a Kiesel hip shot bridge on the Kiesel guitars. Yeah, so I think that's what I was doing before with the sort of that style picking. Yeah, I think that was what I was doing. Yeah, so it's all about just basically articulation and getting that sort of angle. You have to be very careful because essentially you're leaving all the other strings kind of wide open because if you look like this, the left hand, it can't really do much muting. I mean, I can move it around like this, but if we want to use the first finger and stuff like that, then we are out of the game for muting. And obviously our right hand is up in the air like this, coming down at a totally different angle. So when we tremolo pick the high E string, if you just mute that E string, you hear that stuff? So that's the stuff that's trying to get through in the background. So you have to be very, very careful of that. So before you go into your tremolo picking like that, kind of make sure all the strings are nice and dead. And then begin and then kind of catch it on a bend. And when you do that final bend, get your hand back in that muting position. And then you kind of, at least you've got a nice option. So cool. I was just followed by a complete sweep pick. So cool. I was just followed. I think I get that. I think I understand that. Thank you though. Okay, where are we at? Okay, cool. As far as I remember, you had fifth string playing and bended whilst you were tremolo picking on the first. Oh, okay. Okay, that might have been just like going into improv silly time. Okay. Do you have 2 springs in the back? Ooh, 3 on this one. 3. And they're kind of in sequence. You can see that? Maybe as you can. I also have the, oh, there you go. This is a good angle. You can see that I have 3 springs on this one. And I also have the very, very good Fishman Fluence. We can see some Ableton and some lights and chat. Get a little glimpse behind the scenes and the reflection there. You'll see Mr. Fishman over there looking at me from the corner, staring at me. Yeah, this is this I believe this is the Strat style battery pack, but it's fantastic. I literally gave it like 10 minutes top up before I started today's stream, and it was it was actually already on, I think the color LED has like 3 stages. It has red, orange, and green. And it was already like in the orange, and I haven't charged it in absolutely months. So it's a really, really good option, I think. If you're about to do a show or a gig or a recording session, you're always like, I've had the battery in for 1 month, but do I need to change the battery? Well, getting the battery pack completely eliminates that debate, you know, because you might be taking out PPK batteries from your guitars that have another 2 months left on them. You're just wasting them because you want that freshness for the recording, you know. But having said that, a good way of telling, the first thing that seems to happen with me when the batteries hit that sort of end point where it's like time to change your batteries in your Fishman Fluence is the split gets very distorted, and that's how you'll tell. The humbuckers generally sound fine, but as soon as you go in that split mode, it'll sound a little bit more distorted. Whoosh, that's the time to change the battery. That's how you can tell. Did I upgrade to the USB charger, or did it? Well, when Kiesel built this guitar. Oh, you know what? When they built it originally, they didn't put Fishman Fluence on this guitar. They actually they sent it with their pickups actually, and then my guitar tech put the 5-way super switch, the HSS set, and the battery pack all in one shot. So yeah, actually it didn't come with this stuff. I put it on afterwards. And that I think the plate, yeah, actually we put a slightly different screw in there as well. I don't know if you can see this, but it has like 3 screws here. So we have the original screw, and then we have like an additional screw. It's pretty subtle, you can't really see it. So, you know, you might, if you have like a Kiesel scratch plate, you might have to put like another hole in it for the Fishman mounts. But that was about it. You know, this battery pack, that went straight on. The hyperdrive, it'll go straight on. Many of the guitars, it'll just go straight on. Those screws look screwed. They do their job, yeah. They do their job. Alright guys, so we are into the last couple of minutes of the stream. If you have any questions at all, fire them into the chat and I will do my best. Here we go, question from Roland. How would you compare the neck sizes of the Kiesel and the Ibanez, say like the Prestige neck? That's a really good question. I would say the Ibanez neck is a little thinner again compared to Kiesel. And it's a weird thing, right? Because I love thin necks. So if I play a Kiesel, which I obviously do, like is my main brand, all my guitars have the thin neck profile. You know, at very least, just go with the thin neck profile. If you're coming from Ibanez, you know, you're gonna have to make sure that you select the thin neck profile. But yeah, the Ibanez necks are possibly a little thinner again. In fact, they definitely are a little thinner again. It depends what your preference is. For me, I think the Kiesel necks are great. They're the perfect balance of like they're thin, but they're a nice shape. There's something that's very, very comfortable about them. So I was able to adjust really, really quickly, and I didn't have any issues at all. But make sure you do choose the thin neck option. Otherwise, you will have a far wider and fatter neck than what you might be used to. Which one is better to defend oneself? Again, going from the dark through a dark district, from the studio through a dark district, I would say the Type X. I'd say the Type X. That would be short, compact, so you've got good control over it. And if you crack somebody with a Type X, with those corners and the rounded edges and stuff, you're gonna put them down. But also you're not gonna get 25 years in prison because it's not so sharp. So it's a perfect balance. It's a perfect weapon. I went a little bit dark, Issei. A little bit dark, but I hope that answers your question. Your go-to choice neck sound. Ooh. For me, every time Mr. 94 is always a split. every single time. And that's because every clean tone that I actually use in the real world has a Bogner Harlow or another compressor, but usually a Bogner Harlow. It's a very, very, very good compressor. So yeah, that's why I really, really, really rely heavily on 5-way super switches. You know, my guitars, all the main ones that I use are 5-way super switch, so I can go straight to the neck, down one, straight to the bridge and down one. Get that nice 2 and 4 split. A Dean headstock, well, maybe's, yeah, maybe's. There we go. Some useful information. All right, guys. Well, listen. Thank you to everybody that's hung out today. It's been another fun session on the Fishman channels. If you want to download the backing track that we made earlier, download it from the Discord. I'm going to put that probably about 10-15 minutes because I want to extend it a little bit. I want to give you guys like a good 3 minutes to play around with. McRocklin.com/Discord. I'm going to put it right there, and if you're not sure, it's actually in the description of this video, but I'll put it in the chat. Head over to there. It's a free guitar community. It's where I'm at all the time. So if you have any more Fishman questions, you know, we have a gear discussion channel and so many more channels. You can use it over there. And I'll put the track that we made earlier. I'll put a Dropbox link so you can download it, put it to your hard drive, have a play over it, and you're all good to go. So yeah, maybe we'll continue this weapon guitar over there. Well, actually, I'll be streaming in about 3-4 hours on my Twitch channel, so if you want to come hang out, I think we'll have a little bit of a gentle evening Monday session today, nothing too crazy. Thank you for this awesome session, very good. Hey, Mr. Funk Diddle, thanks for joining, and good that you're here right until the end as well, my man. So hey, you guys have an awesome Monday, and I'll catch you guys a little bit later. Yeah, cheers, Nick. I'll see you later on today. All right, take care, guys. Thank you. Bye.